All right, family. Black Power. It's the Truth Hour with General Sara, Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sara Seti DVDs, t-shirts, and hoodies. We got African and comedic jewelry for the family out there. We got some new joints on deck, of course. You know what I'm saying? We got this new King Tut medallion, lion head. We even got, the Queen Mother of Benin necklace, finger ring, earrings. We got that for you, family. We even got this, this fly Africa with the Aheru in it, Nefertari, a medallion necklace. And so we also got the holistic tonics and remedies for the family. The winter and fall coming up. You got to fortify, for some jump on you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Strengthen your immune system. We also got home decor, African trays and coaster sets for the family. Want something exquisite? When the family come over, you pull it on out, get them champagne glasses out, you know what I'm saying, and represent, for the African family that's trying to transform their African home to the African temple that they always wanted. Class is now in session. Seti University of Advanced African Academics, over 800 video presentations for the family out there. Too Raw for YouTube. Seti with the master teacher, teaches Freemasonry, expose occult science. Seti debates all world religions, video and radio interviews, highlights from over 50 cities, ancient civilization and mythology, Black power, politics, and economics. The complete General Sara Seti website. We got, featuring the Olmec Voyages of the Nile video catalog and library, the Creatures from the Caucasus, the Making of the White Man video library and series catalog. Get on over there and get in class today. The links is right down in the video description. General Seti popping on Patreon, BBC, making noise, we never calm. BPC never making noise, we never calm. Exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube. And as we can see, it's getting too goddamn hot on Patreon too. We getting too hot for their ass too. We had to reconfigure shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, Moloch, God of the deep state, devourer of black children. Too hard. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If you don't make it on YouTube and Patreon, it going over there to Seti University. Going on over there to Seti University and shit, you know what I'm saying? Homicidal science, depopulation death code exposed. Too hard for them, family. Do pedophile priests find justification for their actions in the Bible? We keep it popping on Patreon. So get on over there, family. The deep state attempt to recreate themselves through gene editing as God, Akhenaten, the traitor, king of ancient Egypt, and many, many more. And so make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages, General Seti, Sara Seti, King Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Comment. Tell me how you feel. Love it or hate it, nigga. Put it on in there. Okay, so I can see how you feel. Okay. Now, today we're going to be dealing with, very sad issue. Very sad issue. Where this young brother, PnB Rock, was tragically murdered in South Central, Los Angeles. I believe it was a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? And rap, this shit has become so poisonous. You know what I'm saying? Where this shit is at today, and really the reflect is back on previous generations that, continue to rap that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Continue to rap that bullshit and fill these sick niggas' minds out here with the treacherous thoughts. to do the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very, very it's a very, very sad situation to have to lose, one of your loved ones that way, being, having lost loved ones, in tragic situations like that. That's a fucked up feeling. So, of course, my condolences go out to the young brother's family and for what has happened. And to have motherfuckers videotape the shit and put it, there's no compassion. There's no compassion no more, for our own people. you know there's no fucking compassion whatsoever. And so it's really a fucking shame that these niggas out here, and you got a lot of elder niggas. You call these niggas OGs, you know what I'm saying, good for nothing OG ass niggas that ain't got enough sense to put something in these niggas head, where they ain't got to be so fucking treacherous. You know what I'm saying? If you got a motherfucking heat on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to take a nigga life. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, and this, motherfuckers got to know you can't be arguing with no niggas neither. Because life is precious and shit. You know what I'm saying? Life is fucking precious. And so you have to, you have to you have to put that ego aside and let these silly ass niggas go on with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Put some insurance on that shit. And nigga, and number one, this brother was 30 years old. He was from Philadelphia. Now, we all come from some very, some treacherous cities. I'm from Detroit, and that motherfucker one of the most treacherous cities on the planet Earth. And and even while I was doing lectures, you know what I'm saying, you would have niggas out there slick talking and shit. Number one, you can't go in no another nigga city unprepared. That's just real motherfucker talk. You can't leave and go, when you and I'm just doing motherfucking lectures, but niggas get in they feeling. You get to talking about some shit that a motherfucker, don't like, and they, you get to talking about their belief system and shit. Niggas get to acting, silly and talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, anytime you leave your home, that's military. That's military. That's a military excursion. You know what I'm saying? That's a military excursion. Especially when you crossing, and you going into other nigga city. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas always got something to prove, especially if they know you from out of town. You know what I'm saying? And so, niggas all, these old, foolish niggas, they always got something to prove. And and so when these old pussy ass niggas, they quick, especially if they ain't got no hands and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't about that no way. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, you know what I'm saying? And so, they quick, to try to, harm a person. And so when you leave your motherfucking home, every time we went, you know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed to say shit. We was prepared for whatever. You know what I'm saying? We was prepared for whatever, especially if niggas was running off at their motherfucking mouth. Nigga, we spend the whole motherfucking trip meditating on how we gonna bust motherfuckers' heads open. You know what I'm saying? And we know, but we didn't go for that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go for that. We didn't go into no another man's city and shit and because we know the ramifications of that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no hoes, but we gonna respect another man's house. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. And understand when you leaving and going into these cities and shit, Especially, they got a fucking history of laying niggas down. You know what I'm saying? You can't, I mean, so I really thought, I say, damn, where's the man's manager? He's 30 years old, and you still, but everybody ain't grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't grew up like that. Everybody ain't grew. Now, when I grew up, I mean, damn near everybody in the motherfucking city of Detroit, nigga, it wasn't no running. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no running from that shit. That shit has submerged the whole fucking city. So it wasn't no way you didn't know, nigga, how them streets was. You know what I'm saying? They real treacherous. But see, the thing is, what's happening today is a lot of these niggas, and I'm not saying this is what the brother, this particularly him. I'm not saying that. A lot of these niggas live in these videos. You understand what I'm saying? And when the motherfucking camera turn off, they still in the goddamn video. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when that you in the motherfucking video, and yeah, nigga, you feeling good, nigga, you popping bottles, nigga, you got big stacks of, cheese and shit, nigga, all on your ear, nigga, nigga got 100,000 on his ear and shit. You feeling real sexy, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But when the camera go off, nigga, you got to know that the video is over. The motherfucking video is over. When you come out in these motherfucking streets, this shit is real. And I don't understand, because it's been real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's more directed towards rappers today. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was just niggas in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was directed towards niggas in the streets, or niggas, that was selling dope and shit. You know what I'm saying? Them the niggas that, but now, it seemed like a lot of these young brothers, you know, is legitimately trying to make, a way for themselves in the music industry, which I commend. That's what's up. They should. It's an art form that, our people created. And so, yeah, the young brothers out here and sisters, they should benefit from an industry that they people created. They should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like all the violence has transferred from niggas that's selling, and a lot of these niggas probably still, in the streets, and that shit, a lot of the niggas, and a lot of the niggas is part-timing and shit, and bringing that shit right with them. You know what I'm saying? And, the niggas that, you might have been in the streets, and then you pop off, and nigga, and you start making millions, and the niggas you leave behind in the streets, they jealous. Now they know what you got, nigga, and they want to come forward. You see what I'm saying? And so, it just surprised me that this young brother, right, you can't go in another man shit like that, and I mean, I'm just being real 100. It's like, when I roll, I got me about 5 of my G's with me, at minimum, and then I got, a crew, and, a lot of motherfuckers say, checking in and shit, niggas don't want to check in, and it ain't really about checking in if you got, you got some peoples on the ground. You got to have your own peoples on the ground, but like, motherfucker, he fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to check in with y'all niggas. This nigga rolling with me. You got to have any city you go in, you got to have some motherfuckers from that city on your motherfucking team. You can't go in another motherfucker city and you ain't got nobody in the city on your team. Come on, man. They gonna be the ones to let your ass know, nigga, no, and be your liaison, you know what I'm saying, in the city, to guide you, nigga, away from that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? To guide you away from that kind of shit. And so you can't, either you got a manager, but even if you got a manager, most cats, them record labels, Usually if they got they rappers and shit and they going to especially the bigger cities, they normally had them an office somewhere in that city. You know what I'm saying? So when they artists come to the fucking city, they already got peoples on the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's going, chaperone. You don't come into and just roll around, drive yourself around, nigga. You got $100,000 worth of jewelry on your neck. That don't negate, but this is real life. And that's why I say a lot of niggas, they live in the video. And they even when the fucking camera is off, they still in the video. And like I say, a lot of people, but it's hard for me to believe in this day and age, man. Listen, you can't roll around in your own fucking city with that kind of jewelry on and think a nigga won't test you. You got to keep you some shooters, nigga, somewhere around you to protect you in case niggas want to act stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I just, I'm like, I feel for the brother, because I watched the brother. He didn't seem to be, one of them crazy type of niggas, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He didn't, he wasn't rolling with no crazy ass entourage of niggas, but that don't mean you don't have no motherfucking hitters with you, nigga, and having you some peoples on the ground that's gonna guide you through this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just no place for a motherfucker to be unattended to. Real talk. And I'm just saying it like that. You know what I'm saying? You in South Central, nigga, and you unattended to. And then niggas let him go. You know what I'm saying? Your homies and shit. What the fuck was they saying when you told him? Did the brother just up and go? It didn't let nobody know? Like, nigga, don't wear that shit out there, man. Who you rolling with, man? Go nigga, throw me the thing. Nigga, I'll roll with you, nigga. If you love a motherfucker like that, like, dog, man, just go on pay for my motherfucking ticket, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? And if you can't take the shit, that's where you strategize. And this is when you come into the rap game, nigga, that's a military excursion, period. You know what I'm saying? When you come into the rap game, you already thinking about getting your crew together, who gonna roll with you, you know what I'm saying? And when you start going in the cities that you're gonna be going into, my nigga, you got to start making acquaintances, you know what I'm saying? Of niggas that really fuck with you and respect you. So when you do come into town, nigga, you got some niggas there for you. You know what I'm saying? That really care for you, nigga. Gonna look out for you, gonna tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it really boiled down to. And so, when I say, God damn, they just whacking niggas, you know what I'm saying? Unnecessarily though. Unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? Unfucking necessarily. You know what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers out there, if and I'm not gonna say shit, as far because you can't tell no old treacherous ass nigga what to do. And that's why it really come time for us, man, to clean, our sit and clean our communities up of these niggas. Period. And I'm a real nigga, and I'm just as vicious as any motherfucker out there when it comes for what I believe in. And as just as vicious as these niggas is to do something like that, we should be just as vicious as cleaning this shit up. Taking that same amount and cleaning this shit up. You know what I'm saying? To be out here, just killing for the fuck of it and shit, for some trinkets and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is totally unacceptable. And I don't give a fuck who it is, nigga. If you're gonna be a boss, be a world-class motherfucking boss, nigga. Let's do boss things. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out here and get this major motherfucking money for the benefit of our fucking community. But to be on your belly crawling like a motherfucking scum of the earth and killing brothers and sisters and shit over crumbs and bullshit. We got to deal with these niggas, man. Straight up. We got to deal with these niggas. And it just show you how how lowly these niggas is out here. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna get no fucking better. And that's why them old head niggas, generations, they should have been trying, why y'all niggas, all the Jay-Z's and all these other niggas, the T.I.'s too. I'll call his name too. Y'all niggas was filthy rich, still rapping about guns and drugs and shit. And y'all should have been rapping about how the fuck to come about this shit and be successful. You understand what I'm saying? And implanting inside these young niggas of mine, you know what I'm saying? A new mentality, you know what I'm saying? Where they can coexist with their brother and not be so motherfucking, self-hateful. You know what I'm saying? Where they hate every fucking thing black, don't give a fuck about nothing. And people's in there with their babies in the restaurant and shit. You know what I'm saying? And and don't give a fuck, just run up in there, babies, and people's in there eating and shit. You know, this is crazy. And so, oh, so he was and moved out to okay, okay. So he moved out there. Well, however, and even if he did, it does change the fact. You know what I'm saying? It don't change the fact that you got to understand that these niggas out here is treacherous. I mean, motherfuckers, I done did, I've been doing the knowledge and shit, man, but it's a whole nother side of my life. If I told motherfuckers all the shit that I've been through in goddamn Detroit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can go on and on for so many years. The shit that went. And so, I know how these niggas get down. You know what I'm saying? And I escaped many, many times. I done been face to face with death many, many motherfucking times. You know what I'm saying? And I thank the ancestors, you know what I'm saying, that I made it, because I mean, some of that shit been 30 years ago. And when I think about that shit, it still put chills in, that I made it through some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's really, really sad. You know what I'm saying? That young brother could get, and he was there, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But even if you coming from out of town, you don't know who to be friends sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't know. So he was living out there, and so I guess he just went on up there, and you can't do that though. You can't you can't do that though. And it's a shame, and that's what I mean, it's like you still love your community, but you know the level of mentality of some of them niggas. And so you can engage the community in certain ways, but in certain ways you can't engage when you own that kind of level. You see what I'm saying? And motherfuckers wonder why some of these niggas just move out. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't goddamn move out, look what's happening. Motherfuckers is dropping dead and shit and this, that, and every fucking day. That's the most, dangerous fucking occupation in the world right now, is trying to bust a rap. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers they, it's just like the jealousy. And niggas use the microphone to spit. And I'm not saying that's what the brother is doing. And so instead of, using that mic to empower, you see what I'm saying? I got a couple of videos that I'm about to do, after this, the five greatest MCs of all time, the five, you know what I'm saying? And because, it's controversy going on about our, what blacks in America have, dedicated and as far as the, what they have invented and what part of the culture that they're responsible for inventing. So I say, let me put some information out there. But, this is particularly about that brother. And like I say, it's a very sad, sad situation. You know what I'm saying? And This shit has got to change. And I'm gonna just tell people, when you dealing with niggas like that, ain't no talking. You ain't gonna talk to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, I'm getting ready to end. I know I always do this because I didn't left my damn computer cord in there. I wish I could holler at one of my kids and tell them to bring it on in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get it anyway. But you know, you're not gonna talk to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, they must be purged from the motherfucker, from up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's a disease part of our people. You know what I'm saying? There's amongst us that, and until it's gonna spread, it's a cancer. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna spread and it's gonna spread. And if our peoples is not moving towards, giving the youngins away, you know what I'm saying? Giving these babies away, and, and they come up and they ain't got shit, they gonna have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be no nice nigga and you ain't got no inheritance and this, that, and the third. And so they see this world is passing them by. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, a lot of these, and that don't give no motherfucker no excuse. You know what I'm saying? To be no goddamn brute. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the caveman, but in reality, a lot of our people is like it's in a straight reverse situation. A lot of our people have become the fucking caveman and the fucking Neanderthals and shit. It's a reverse reality today. You know what I'm saying? And so, I know I'm quite sure a lot of motherfuckers out there that's doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? They have learned, and it's really time to turn that message around. Because, if y'all gonna keep using the microphone to have street beefs and shit, and that's what niggas believe, they got to come to the mic and spit. You know what I'm saying? Then this shit gonna continue on and fucking on and fucking on. And these motherfucking powers to be is loving that shit. Cause all they doing is eradicating black men, on a high rate. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let this shit go. Let this shit continue on and on and on to as many you know to many to as many of these niggas is dead. You know what I'm saying? To as many of these niggas is dead. You feel me? So, that's the reality of this. So I'm not gonna be long. I just wanted to come in and give a message, you know what I'm saying, on the reality of the situation. And condolences go out to the brother's family for what has happened to him. And let this be a lesson learned, not just to niggas that's rapping, to the community. To the community. You see what I'm saying? To the community that, change must come. You know what I'm saying? Change must come. It's time, to get back on our Garvey shit and get on our nationalism and reclaim the goddamn community and reclaim the businesses and the schools, reclaim the reality of, our push for nationalism. It starts right here in the community in which you stay in. Quit giving all your economy to outsiders who take your money and go out there in the suburbs and build up their communities and put their babies in Mercedes Benz and Suburbans and goddamn all these Cadillacs and BMWs while your children standing out there on the corner waiting for a broken down goddamn bus to pick them up and take them to school. And so you done gave all their inheritance and shit to these goddamn outsiders. And so the community is so broken down and so the morality, the moral the morality and the community is in the dumps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when they look around, all they see is burnt down buildings and boarded up houses and shit. And tall ass grass, and you know what I'm saying, no business, and the lights don't even come on at night and shit, walking in the dark and shit. It's a miserable state wherever the fuck you at. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to make the change, you make the change. Ain't nobody gonna make it for you. You look in the fucking mirror, make the change. And join with your motherfucking family, because that's the only answer. And don't let no nigga tell you nothing else. It's about that global African supremacy. That's all it's about. And you're gonna have to get the love of the Cro Magnum and all the motherfucking masters out of your heart. You're gonna have to throw that shit down and forever and forevermore. And have love for self, and have so much love for self that all these ignorant niggas need to be given a goddamn an eviction notice from up out of this community, one way or another. You see what I'm saying? The change must happen now. When your babies start turning up dead every day, all day, your women turning up dead every day, all day, and niggas still rapping demise on the motherfucking microphone every day, all day. You see what I'm saying? This is the reality. You want to change the reality? Change your mind, change your mentality, and change the shit that's coming out your motherfucking mouth. That shit that's coming out your motherfucking mouth becomes reality. You niggas is living in La La Land, video land. And y'all niggas don't know how to turn the camera off, and you don't even need to turn it on. When the mic come on, bitch, be real. God damn it, be real, nigga, about your motherfucking life. Quit rapping these motherfucking Hollywood movies. Be real, nigga, which is hard for you niggas to be. Y'all niggas want to live in Hollywood and shit, and this, that, and the third. And then come down and thinking, what, nigga? What's that gonna change? Everybody on a pipe dream and shit. We need real fucking solutions to this shit. And it start right there in your community. I don't want to hear no motherfucker want to talk about nothing else. You can make the change. Stop, the shit that, you want to stop, motherfucker, stop buying some of that shit. Even though all these businesses, you can't, if it ain't no black store in your goddamn community, then stop buying all that shit that you don't necessarily need until you find, nigga, buy the bare minimum that you could get from them motherfuckers to starve their ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to, that's sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? The shit, that necessity that you need, that's one thing. But you just running every fucking penny you get. You run right up there to IBBs. You run right up there to Yang Yangs and give them all your goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? And they living high on the hog while you are around there. And if your couple dollars, you understand what I'm saying, can't make it work, then you need to get with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more brothers and sisters that got a couple dollars. And y'all come together and put some together, you know what I'm saying, and build and build. And the community got to have some love and understand that this is the only way that we could survive. And they gonna have to, in the love of their heart, you know what I'm saying, put forth the effort, yeah, and the commitment and the loyalty to the plan to make sure that it's working. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas got too much hate in your fucking heart out there for yourself. And I know if for niggas that kill and murder and talk so much shit, the motherfucker that they hate the most is they self. That's who they hate the most. Anytime you see a motherfucker out there doing shit like that, motherfucking mirror is the worst enemy to a motherfucker like that. They ain't got no mirrors in their motherfucking house because they don't want to look in that goddamn mirror and look in the eyes of the motherfucker that's staring back at them. Because the one motherfucker you cannot lie to is the man or the woman in the mirror, because they know everything about your bitch ass. You see what I'm saying? So motherfuckers don't want to look in the mirror and take that goddamn self-inventory and weigh that shit in the scale and be truthful about where the fuck they at in life and who the fuck they are as a person. You see what I'm saying? And so I want y'all to meditate on that, make a change. Make a motherfucking change, motherfucker. Because the wind, I can hear it in the wind. I can hear it in the wind, family. Is coming, and it's coming soon. I can hear them sickles coming down, chopping on that motherfucking wheat. And motherfucker, you know, Get right. I ain't talking about no goddamn Jesus neither, nigga. I'm talking about these soldiers. You understand what I'm saying? All right, family. Condolences to the brother, PnB Rock's family again. Condolences to his friends, man. And man, we can't keep having these type of tragedies every day. Not just rappers, everybody, family, children, women, brothers and sisters, elderly, old and young. Let's get this shit together, man. Let's get family back together. Let's get nationhood back together. It's the only way it can work. It's the General Sara, Suten, Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.